Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success, back for my third session of the day. Let me get this clock up. So if you email me, I had mentioned that you can get this clock. So my email is on the channel. Let me do this here. It's too big for me to put on the show information. The code is too big, but so yeah, so far we're doing pretty good today. I mean, on the morning session on this account, we're at 195.71, and I dodged a bullet on this AMD, and now we're looking to kind of up that up a bit. But remember, our whole goal here is to have you try to make a living day trading, or at least augment your income. So maybe not quitting your job, but maybe augmenting your income. So these are some of the levels that I've marked. I went right back to Apple. I just looked at Tesla a minute ago. So we were trying to go for our mortgage payment of this month, which is an average of $2,200 a month on average for people's an average mortgage, not my mortgage, but so we accomplished that. I just downloaded with TraderView what we did today, and it's not showing it, as you can see here. It only shows 105, which is very annoying because it is actually 195. So sometimes it just doesn't report right. I'm hoping at the end of the day it'll fix that. We'll see what we're at. So interesting. This level for Apple is the level that I marked a long time ago, and it kept hitting it. And it was just an intraday level, this 252.30, and it still seems to be calling that. And then this level here, 252.41, is from a previous day. If we go back and see, it really held that. This is why you mark these things, because you just don't know. So 41 is right there. See how it's kind of at the end of the previous day, then it came up and hit it pre-market, and now it's bouncing off it right now. So that's why you want to mark these levels, because they repeat. The patterns, that's why they're called patterns. They repeat. So that's historical data. And we're going to be looking at that for this right here. I'm going to be trading with 100 shares again. And really, if you made your goal, you shouldn't be trading right now. Multiple days I have made my goal and then come back and lost some of it or all of it. We only had 2 red days this month so far, but that's more than usual for me. In fact, I looked it up here so you guys could see. This is the accuracy trading this strategy this month. So it's kind of cool that TraderView does this. Those 2 glaringly big red days, because they're more than the other days. So I mean, they're not more than all the days. That's 485. That's 454. But that's 393. So it really stands out. Then this was actually as low as 300. I mean, as high as as bad as 300. Then at the end of the market, I made a little bit more. Here's my worst average of 42%. That's horrendous. But I was still green with 42%, so that's pretty cool. And then really the next worst one after that is 66. But many of these are 100% days, not a single bad trade. So I think I'm running in the 80s, 80% or so overall. And then you can see the curve in this account, which is pretty good. That's just this account, so we're doing pretty good here. I'm not doing that good though. Over 30 days. I guess are we close to that? I didn't think we were. Anyway. So that's just so you can see how it's going. It's good that I looked at that yesterday. I was trying to see how long I was holding every trade and stuff like that to figure out how I had another red day. It was freaking me out. So I discussed it this morning about it's such a difficult market to trade right now. I'm going to go long here, guys. I'm just going to get in. Because of it's so hard to call biased right now because of how the market's just all over the board. And I didn't really realize how much biased really, help in this strategy. And I think it really helps. That was another $10 or so. So that was good. Just a quick trade. Now I could hold it longer, but I think that I like the idea of just taking these quick scalp and recoil. So that was the strike and recoil. So that was the strike, then the recoil, and then we made the money on it. So, and you just work your way up. So now we should be over 200. Yep, 207. So just creep our way up here while we're being safe. Don't let the red ones get too big. Obviously, you want to have a trading plan with a maximum loss per trade, and you're only watching me. You're not following me. This is just watch me trade. That's what this channel is. But we try to show you ways to make that living. So I'd like to see this go a little lower. Oh, that is a inverted hammer down there, which is interesting on the 1 minute. See, we're right below the VWAP, so going long right here is actually pretty good. Even though we've been going down this level of support for a long, because we're drawing back toward that VWAP, and we're looking at coming up to a new 5 minute right here too. So our magnet's way up here. That's also going to pull it up. So, and then we have a support level down here that has been consistently working. I was fouling it back here. It hit it again right here. And then this, I marked that level intraday way back here, and it just kept pounding it. Remember when I was trading that? It's still holding, That was a long way to get there, I know. Just slow down your thought process. We're the tortoise traders. We're just trading nice and slow. So overall, NVIDIA, oh wow, is that bad of a, let me check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds. I hope that will speed up. That's a long time. We got down to 4 seconds earlier. So I would go short anywhere near this VWAP. Otherwise, I'll wait for another dip. 53 would be kind of your fail-safe. If you're in short and it gets by that, be careful, be worried. Went all the way up to 53.31. I just marked that and showed that it was an intraday level. I looked at Tesla a minute ago, and it was just literally like, saying, come on in so I can take your money. It was very hard to get the levels on it. That was the other thing that's changed. The volatility has gone down, like the amount of traders has gone down. People are terrified right now. So the way that you can recover in this strategy doesn't exist right now. And that's one of the things that hurt me yesterday is as I went back in, usually I can just raise my share size in Tesla, maybe 200, go to 400, and I'll run at 80, 90% accuracy and get out of any red thing. It just day after day after day. If I'm in a problem, that's what I do. It works. Any volatile stock it works on, for me, I know how to scalp. It didn't work. So that eroded my confidence, and we talked about it amongst the traders here, what happened, then reviewed the video, and then came to these conclusions of volatility. The amount of liquidity is down. Liquidity is down in order to afford that type of scalping, right? Biased is almost impossible to gauge because of the way that the political information in one single word can change it and change the direction of a stock, and people are afraid of that. That, of course, leads to less liquidity and the changing, the non-reliable bias, which normally with large cap stocks, you can at least get a, okay, I'm going to go short up here. Is that, how high is that going to go? Is that it? Looks like it's going to pound a little higher. Looking for a little more. I'm going to take that. So I got that at 86. I like that position. It might hurt me first, but I'm ready to add to it if it does. But let's just see. Yeah, we'll just take the recoil. So that was a good recoil, you know. So I'll just go by this to see how much I made. So we were at 207. So yeah, so that was a good trade. Little trade. Now let's see if we can get it off the bottom. I say we figuratively. I don't mean you guys should trade when I'm trading. Wow. 41. I'm going to do it. I don't think it's going to go all the way down, so I grabbed it. I'm doing market just to make sure I get the trade. Get in, even if it's going to take a bit from me. Now, it already had the recoil, and it didn't go far enough, so that concerns me that it might try to pound down here and hurt me. So I'm hoping that it gives me another shot up there on a recoil, because it was only like $5, 5 cents. Should be, you know, closer to 12, although look at the target, just went down to 9 cents there. So going up is getting weaker. So we got to be careful here. Yeah, since we didn't get the recoil, I am concerned about just staying in this trade. It's almost like I'd rather take a lesser loss before it burns me here. Stalling. I'll give it another second here. There we go. I got something there. Not a lot, but something. At least it wasn't red. I was ready to go red the way it was acting. I'm feeling like there's going to be a big flush here, a big red candle, so be careful. Feeling. I hate that word feeling, but I was looking at the level 2, and that's what made me think that. But what I saw now has already changed, so it's only in that moment that you can think about that stuff. It was the way it was swailing here. It didn't look good to go long. But it's up, you know, it's up 10 cents from where I was, so. See if I can get a better dip down here. It's our 5-minute looking like here. Remember, give me a comment to make sure you think the volume's okay, guys. I've got the mic back on the old stand now where I feel like I'm eating the microphone, but I'll go it again. So this time I got it at 45, a little bit above that. Playing with a little bit of fire here. We should get some support there, or down here would be where I would really start to worry if it broke the 30 cent down there. That would be 15 cents down or $15. I'd probably just take the loss, honestly, because I'm worried if it got down there, will it hold it again, you know? We're waiting for a decent looking recoil. We haven't seen it yet. There it goes. All right, so that's good. That's 4 good trades in a row. Average is picking up. Some days they just call out so easier, and other days you sweat and struggle. And you got to feel it. You got to feel that you're in your zone, or just don't take the trade, or just stop trading. So again, we'll look to go short off this VWAP level. And remember, if it decides it wants to come up here, it could go way up here not too long ago, the 31. So look about your share size. Can you handle that against you up there? I'm looking for it to get into the 80 cents is up in here. And that's where I'll like right there, 82. I'll ride that. I'll try that and be able to add to it if it goes against me. Looking for a double digit there, 10 cents at least, 10 to 11 cents down in the low 70s, 70 cent area there. some point we're going to get an anomaly where it's going to, I'm just going to take that since it's pausing there. We're going to get a big strike, not these little strikes. And that's where you got to be careful, because if it strikes and strikes, then you're way out of position. So it might not recoil back. Where we've got this beautiful channel here between the VWAP and these the bottom of the market magnet and these couple levels right here, the half dollar right there. So this is just calling out for short-term trades. Just don't get greedy. You don't need the whole spans. You just need a little bit, you know. And it kind of builds you up. What are we at now? 250 or something? Yeah, 250. So it's building it up. Stopping at the 50 cents here. We really want it a bit lower to go long here. See, sellers are dying out here. See that? So buyers are, it's calling out for buyers to take over. Here goes some sellers coming up. About to cross the 5 minute. So you can see the multi-chart alignment. Everybody's green, but the 1 and 4 hour. SPYs are going up. SPY and the Q, are going up right now. Making a pretty big move up, actually, on the SPY. The Q is a smaller move. So getting a dip right here would actually be pretty good. Let's see if it goes a little lower than this. This isn't ideal yet. I'm going to get in. I'm not sure it's going to go down, so I'm going to get in. I can scale into it if it keeps going down. I can scale in more. Yeah, there's a better position. I ended up at 51 because of market. I thought I was going to get it at 49, but so we're bucking it already. See if we can get it back up. So I'm at 51. Let's see if we can get it up in the 60 cents is up here. Make 10 cents. It's calling out for a 10-cent target. So 8 to 10 cents is fine, actually. You don't want it. This is what you want to. This is why this is such a great indicator. It keeps you being conservative, where you don't count on any more than what the last 5 candles gave you. It's weighted out. It's slow. Apple's slow. Just sloping along, which is good. If we get caught going the wrong way, there we go. There we go. That was a nice little strike back, more than a recoil. Building us up. Again, we'll look for that VWAP again. Remember, it's due for a channel hop. This is a long time without it hopping up here or down here. So I would think that it would hop up here more than down here. But if you looked at the 5 minute, that's not what it says. It says it's going down, you know, lower lows. It's just that we saw this level hold so often that you kind of, you know, I tend to respect support and resistance levels more than any other indicator. When they break it, the levels, you'll see me just even remove them. It's just like, okay, can no longer trust that. But right now, this one, the 41, and this one down here, I think are still very trustworthy until I see them be, you know, seriously broken, and then it starts consolidating below them. Now, I know some people are trading 1,000 shares, and that's fine. They're going to get more slippage, obviously. So, but 1,000 shares, that's $100 a trade. If you're doing, see how this just dropped to 5 cents on the long, 10 cents on the short. So be careful with the large share size, because you're going to get like probably 2 cents slipping right there. So just be careful with the large share size, guys, on these tortoise type trades, because of the amount of the market maker, what it takes from you. Just going to keep it steady here. This works consistently day after day after day. Yes, full disclosure, I have 2 red days. I think that was because I was stupid. No, I don't know. I'm generally stupid. But I'm running in the 80% accuracy. It's, you know, I hold the losers too long like everybody. It's a style of trading, this type of trading, that I scale in and hold them longer. And because it's large in mega caps, if you have the biased, the probability is they will come back and let you out for a profit. Probability, not always. And that's why I discussed it earlier. That type of trading right now isn't working. You know, we have lower liquidity and you can't count on a bias at all. So now I'm sitting here watching news stories because, yeah, it looks like the shutdown's over. Yeah, too. So that's other good news. Wow. I read that story and didn't grab it up there. I was actually, as I was reading that, it was such good news that I thought that came out quite a few minutes ago. So yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Come on, that took twice to fill. That's ridiculous. $0.03 on that. Uh-oh, not good. Okay. Yeah, that was an anomaly. I kind of want to get out of this. See if it lets me out for a lesser loss or possibly a tiny bit green. Yeah, it didn't let me out. Yeah, if it breaks 53, I'm going to take a loss, guys. I'm just going to get out of that trade. I don't like it. Looks like it's pounding up to me. I could have lost less, but I still have a losing trade here from where I got in. I got in at 83, right? So banging off that VWAP. I honestly thought it was going to just spring upward right there, so I bailed. And this is along the lines of what I was just discussing, that I'd rather just take these hits when I see these anomalies. I was ready to add a moment ago, you know, and then the way it moved, my little alarm bells went off. I'd still be trapped in that trade for a loss. I was at 83, but I wouldn't have lost as much. Okay, so now I could have got out. So maybe it's going to come back down again. And I will relish going long here. Yeah, President Trump says he will look at a possible agreement coming out of the Senate on shutdown. So they were in the Oval Office with him or somewhere meeting with him, so I think it's already going for it. We're talking to the right people in Iran, no leaders left. Apple stock is moving higher. What's happening? Apple moves to monetize maps with Google style ads rollout. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, here we go. 54. And it wasn't quite as low as I would like to have got it there. Boy, it's hitting me both sides now, both ways. Like I said, it was due for a channel hop. Hope it goes back up. Generally, it looks like it should go, but it's been fading, you know. Short biased is probably better. The news got me excited. Yeah, I'm just not feeling this anymore. It's not moving the way it was. So it's better to keep that money. Don't worry about your accuracy. Keep the money. Market maker drops below 30 cents there. I'm going to get out. It's coming back now. Get back up there. See how the buyers are so weak? That's what's scaring me about this trade. Come on, this candle's going to say it all here. We're coming up to the 15-minute, so everything's red across the board down there in multi-chart alignment. You guys see that? This closes in 20 seconds, so this could have a big flush, so be careful here. Ten seconds, 9. I'm going to get out. I don't know if I made $1 or lost $1 there, but I just got out because it should go down here is what I'm thinking, so. And it might go fast down. It's going down. I was at 53 or 54 cents, I think. Didn't exactly happen right away, so maybe it won't. Just looking across the market here, and it was looking pretty darn weak across its time frame. I mean, yeah, I think we need to really. It's not moving the same way it was, so we need to really think about this before we just jump on the levels. It looks like it wants to make a new channel down there. There it goes. So I'm not hopping on that just because I'm a little afraid of how it's moving. Wow, it's very tempting though. It was down at 27 for a second. Oh, there it goes, lower. Not taking the trade. It's normally where we would take the trade. Looks like it wants to channel hop. Down a bit lower, we have the pre-market high. Had we taken that trade, we would have had a few ways to get out already. But boy, this is really so slow now that it's almost like I want to come back and look at something else for a minute. Look at the volume, 45. Jeez. Normally 103 per minute. It's only that was only 16. That's what I mean, like something's happening here. But in some ways, that means that maybe it's not going to keep going down because the volume got really low as it was trying to go down. So, yeah, I'll give it a shot. I like that idea that the volume crashed as it was going down. So I'm thinking that we might get a spring up, that the liquidity pool's upward, not downward. So. Or not. So I'm at 31. Normally, I would think that is a fantastic position. the way we've been reading these levels, right at the market magnet. There's the RSI 2 different times saying go up. And down here, roughly 30 cents away, 30 bucks away, we have the pre-market high. Yeah, I wanted it to do it already. It hasn't done it, so I want it to go up already. $13,000 volume? I mean, my God. What kind of slippage are we going to get here? I'm going to take that. Are we over 250 still? Yeah, okay. So that little debacle got us, those 3 trades got us $9. I think one of them was red. This is ridiculous right here. This volume is, there you go. That's what I wanted to happen a minute ago. Ugh, I didn't wait it out long enough. Yeah, there was nobody down there. And then all of a sudden, as it got up here, look at everybody that jumped on. When you something to think about when you see a dip like that, which way is it going when everybody's stopped trading it, and then usually there's a higher probability it's going to go the other way. Usually is a dangerous word I've heard. Isn't higher probability and usually the same thing? I don't know. I was told I should not use that word. All the people that say these things, they're just trying to protect me. So, parsing words. Okay, new thing out. President Trump says this war has been won 1 minute ago. Said, I hate to say that we're in a very good bargaining position. Saudi, UAE, Qatar have been excellent on Iran. So, okay, well, I mean, that should send the whole market up. You know, who knows? People don't trust him as much for sure. Well, you can't give those guys a nuclear weapon now. They'll just strike everybody. They're like angry hornet's nest. Maybe they would have been that way anyway. I don't know. On my, when I moved away from home, I was very young, and we lived on a boat. When I bought my own boat to live on, a 28-foot Owens, I rebuilt it, and I was putting, what's it called, knockhide, something over it that you stretch over the cabin. It's like a canvasy kind of material, and you lock it in with trim and stuff. And I was getting it prepared. It came out over the angled front windshields came down, you know, and that part of the deck, the upper deck went over it, and I reached under to, you know, pull or work on something exactly, I don't remember what, and there was a hornet's nest there, and I literally grabbed the hornet's nest with my hand and like squeezed it because I was trying to get a grip in there. So I literally squeezed, and I realized what I did instantly. So I didn't get stung on my hand. And at first I thought, oh, it was just a dead husk, right? And then all of a sudden, my God, in that little nest that was like the size of a fist, it seemed like there was 100 hornets. And what the first thing I did, being a survivalist, I dove in the water. That's what I did. And I dove in the water because they were after me, man. They targeted me. It just was just like, we're going to get you. And every time I went up for air, they're right down. And I'm just like, oh, my God. They swam like 3 or 4 boat slips down, you know, and kind of poked up. And there they were circling where they'd last seen me. You know, like, man, they want me bad. It was an accident, but you can't live there anyway. One of my few hornet experiences. Never got stung. I was lucky there. This is just, nothing's happening, guys, so I was able to tell a hornet story. Yeah, volume's back down 25. It's like it's all right here. The magnet's up here. This is where most of the capital's right there. Most of your average volume is right here at the market magnet. But yet there was a huge amount of liquidity right here, and then it just dried up again. So if we can push by it, we might get a big push up here where there's a bunch of people waiting. Apple plans a reboot with Siri app. New look at the Siri button. Okay, that came out 2 minutes ago. I don't know what that means. Good or bad for this stock? I was at a live event once. It was like the spoken word. And the woman on stage speaking was talking about, in her poem, spoken word was about Siri, and way at the other end of the audience, past all the seats and everything, her phone lit up. It wasn't intentional. Siri was answering just because she had said Siri, and the place just cracked up and was like, "That was pretty good." You know? I'm sure a lot of people probably use that type of technique in their pitch, their comedy pitch or whatever they're doing, where, you know, they put Siri someplace else and it answers them in the audience or something, you know. Seems like everybody's phone would start coming up if you started to say, "Hey Siri." Actually, mine will come up. Yep, it just did. That was stupid. Everybody's phone in the audience lights up if you say that. Well, Apple plans a reboot with it, whatever that means. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's right. That's what this trading's doing. It's putting me to sleep. Wow, Tesla's moving up again, 84 now. Do we dare look at it? I looked at it at first before we came back to Apple, but since Apple's so slow right now, I'm going to see if there is any opportunities over here, but carefully. Yeah, so it did a big spring up. And I looked at it over here, or, you know, in this area. So it's gone up and then rejected. Then we look at the 1 minute here. Ever since that big boom, the sellers have kind of taken over here. There's the 200 moving average up there, guys. That's the ATR high. Market magnet's got high of day, and we're about out of the whole and half dollars, which means it's moved $10, which is true. It has moved $10 one direction. This is the ATR quarter. Here's our VWAP. Most stocks would pull back toward the VWAP, you know, throughout the day. I don't know whether to call this short or long buy. I'm lowering my share size to 50 just in case I see something, but I'll be monitoring this for a minute just to see what we got here. Really, this area right here where it kind of slowed down before, yeah, 84. 84 bucks might be a spot to go long. The quarter ATR is 84.12. Yeah, it just tapped that and turned around. I think the quarter ATR is like 20% accurate. The half ATR is like 50% accurate, and the whole ATR is like 35 to 40% accurate. That would be my opinion on the trusting them as support or resistance levels. Although I don't know, data says the quarter is better than the whole as far as, and it did hit it and just go right back up. This is where everybody is. There's the magnet, there's the VWAP. So we are extended. Even though it's been going down, we are extended right now. Let me take a look at this. Geez, this is barely moving more than Apple. A little bit, you can see from the volume, but so many people have just, so many retail traders are just sitting it out right now. So I say left the market. So many people have just taken their money elsewhere. SPY's $3 up. QQQ is only $1 up. AMD's $4 up. Maybe we should look at AMD. I don't like what I see here, guys. So that's why I'm hopping. I'm going to hop away from this. Now we have $90 on this from earlier. That's right. I just remembered now how this trapped me for a while. Thought I might have to do a day's swing on it, and then it came and bailed me out. All right, let's get a look. Once we expand it, it's not so busy at all. What's that 205 level? Price level 4. Okay, that's from a previous day, so I'm going to trust it for now. Seems like it stopped at it. It's not an intraday. You've got it's in between the ATR half and the ATR quarter. We're above the pre-market. And where do we have? We have the same thing as with Tesla. Our magnet and VWAP are there. And this is high, pretty high. We're near the high. So I would say play this short. What's the news on this stock? Elizabeth Warren slams NVIDIA. $100 invested in advance. Oh, that's that whole, if you invested $100, how much money you have. I haven't read it. Okay, all good news from the White House. All right, I'm going to look to go short up here. Anywhere near 206, if it gets up there, I'm going to go short. I'll go up to 100 shares. What is it moving like here? 2 cents? Give me a break here, guys. All right, so we got 6 cents there, 7 cents. There's 10 cents in 10 seconds. So can we get up to 206? 84, 81 on the market maker if I just get in market. Nope, it faded. Looking for a 206 for a better short. It's pretty strong up right now, as you can see. But right here, it's not. There's a battle. So all right, I'm going to lower the share size just to get in so I can scale in if it goes up in case it drops here. That's an old swing trade trick. $6 trade on 50 shares. That's 12 cents. Target was 15, so I'm sorry, 7. So I broke way beyond the target on that. It says average range is like going up, down, up and down, up and down. And this is saying which way. And this is smoothed out, so it's not just a what did that candle do kind of thing. Well, we're officially in the power hour in most people's book. Look at that go down. Yeah, I mean that's kind of a level there, maybe to try, maybe. If it ever gets there, that might be a scale in long. If it's here and you go long and then add if it gets here and then bail out if it goes here. You know. How are we doing on the lag now? 8 seconds. My God, that's terrible. I have no idea why sometimes it's good and other times it isn't. Well, I'll call the levels that I see that I'm going to do and take it or leave it. I'll try to call them. So I'm looking to go long somewhere in this area. I'm waiting it out. So 205, 30-ish, you know, in here. And then, you know, being prepared to scale in more if it gets down into the teens. And then being ready to get out if it goes any lower. So as far as going short, anything a 206 area, I would want to go short. So that's generally what I'm waiting for. I'm hoping it doesn't keep me waiting long. I put the share size at 50 because I intend to scale in if it goes against me. Oh, no. What time is it? Clock. I got to take a call in a minute, guys. All right, you guys, I'm not gonna log off. I'm gonna turn off my sound and put off my picture for a minute and take this call. So I told you my levels. I'll be back in a minute. Let's get my mic disabled here. I'll be right back, guys. Checking. I'm back. Okay. Sorry, guys. I see a bunch of people. They just bail. It's like, nope, he's gone too long. Well, this is where I wanted to go short, and I'm going to take it right now. So I hope some of you caught this trade. I called it down there. As it went down to that level, I said add it if it goes further down, scale in, but it went right back up immediately. So that was a mistake. I did not mean to do that. Meant to buy out, so my position is now nowhere near as good. I don't know if I lost money on that trade or not. I mean, I'm still open here, but I'm just gonna buy out. I don't know where I was. Oh no, I think I made money. I wasn't at 270. All right, that's okay. That's cool. Yeah, I thought I was at 100 shares already. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that back to 100 shares. And this is still a short level. I didn't like where I was. Whoa. Take it. 209. Looking for the recoil quick. Quick recoil. Take it. Wait. Keeps going up. Let me get a look at the bigger picture here. We got an ATR up there. Way up at 206.86. That's a ways away. This might be a nice little channel hop. There's our high. Why doesn't it take it all the way across? It would be nicer if it did, huh? So our countdown came up, I see, on the clock. Remember, shoot me an email if you want me to send you the code for that. It won't fit on the videos, under the information. Now, some people call the power hour 2:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Some people make it 2 hours from 2 to 4. I'm talking East Coast time in the U.S., but I mean, it wouldn't really matter. Your time frame would be the same wherever you are. But okay, so it did fall off, which is kind of what I was waiting to see. But it might make this our new 19-cent channel here. Let's see. Just crossed the 15-minute. Boy, boom, huh? Crossed that 15-minute and dropped. This is kind of where you don't want to get in a trade. It's right in the middle of everything. You just can't do many trades in this kind of market. It's just so slow. Boy, MU went to 395 and just kind of stayed there. Wondering about a swing on that. All the swing trades are so dangerous right now. Yeah, and Nvidia staying at 175. What the heck? One day that's just going to be 215, like overnight. MACD sending it down. Let's get down there where we can get some support. Down to at least a 205.50. We can draw a smoothing level down here, see if we can get another trade in here. It's kind of anywhere in this level, anywhere in here. Oh, there it goes, going back up now. Let's get it closer to 219, 206.19. Anywhere up near the high would be what I'd be looking for. Maybe 206.15. I'm looking at the market maker, it kind of faded off again. That was the buy-sell oscillator RSI sending it down, saying it was overbought. Relative strength index. Every one of these indicators is calling it right. I mean, each time that popped up, it turned it around. MACD sent it up, it went up. You know, people say it moves, oh, it shows that it's moved. It's like, but it's letting you know there's a higher likelihood it's going to go the way it said, even if it moves. You know, so you might just have to wait a candle or something, you know, but it's... You can't believe any indicator 100%, obviously. Wow. Just no trades, guys. No trades. Be careful forcing trades. You're going to get a big move the wrong way all of a sudden. Everything's just dying instead of, like, you know, the way Power Hour acts a lot is things get really excited in the last hour. But I think most traders have left or are terrified. We got a good day here. I mean, this is way above the goal, over double the goal for the day. I hope it reports it the correct way, rather than I was showing earlier, if you were here, how it was only showing like whatever it was, 105, even though I loaded in the 200 and whatever we had, or what did we have? I can't remember now, but it only put in that amount. 105, yeah. I think it was like 160 something or something. And you know, it didn't report it correctly, so it's annoying. So I hope it shows all this, which is now, where'd it go? Oh, that clock's in the way of my 278, you know? That's a decent day. So that right there, if you did that every day, you'd make the mean average of a full-time job $65,000. So you need $270 because there's 240 trading days. So this one day on average makes an entire living for somebody that is the middle of the income in the U.S. So no, you're not a millionaire, but man, talk about an easier way to live, right, than most jobs. I think so anyway, but maybe if you love your job, then it's just gravy. Reading the stories here. Yeah, so Iran says non-hostile ships can transit the Strait of Hormuz. They said that. So that means all oil tankers are non-hostile. They're just saying not U.S. Navy ships. So that's huge. Imagine oil prices are dropping. I don't know. Part of me says just start taking some of these little trades, but it's where you get into trouble. I don't see anything else. I'm looking at how close the prices are. You know, Apple's still 250, 250. Tesla's still 384 where we left it. MU's up $1, but I'm not going to touch that. Nvidia's 175, kind of where it's been all day. Palantir is down $5, so you know, Amazon right where it's been all day, 207. I mean, stuff's just not moving, guys. It's not. You don't want to force a trade here. Now there's that trick, like I did yesterday. Right after I left, I came back on and I did that trick where on the last 15-minute candle, look which way it's going, and then tentatively go that direction on a 1-minute chart. Scale in your share size, lower it would be an idea, and then if it goes your way, you can add to it, but lower it just in case it doesn't go your way. Now that's what I did yesterday and made a quick. I actually got down to like $89, but then I did another trade and it went back up to 160, but it was all the way at a negative 300 and something, if you remember. So I came back at the last second and got out of that. So that's one of the strategies I use. You know, you just have to remember, as with anything, it doesn't always work. You know? You might be a winner. Maybe, kinda. Okay, get up here. Anywhere over 206, 10, 12, 15. So at least we have a chance to scale in. What's this level right here? Yeah, that's like 11, 10. I would love to see it get up here, and I would go short. Getting ready. There's 03, 5, 6, 9. Okay, when I get it at 10, I got it at 10. I'm so excited that I got it at 10. Now I can lose money. There's already a scale right there. I got this recoil, and I didn't take it. What was there? It's only 12 cents. Yeah, I should have taken that, or 8 cents actually. Yeah, that was actually a good recoil that I didn't take. There we go. I'll take it now. There we go. How close are we to 300? Dare I look? Whoa, $9. $9 to 300. We can do it. We can do it. Stay on target. Stay on target. So that recoiled perfectly off that level where it was before. We've only got 34 minutes left. Oh God, dare I do this? Seems like if we want to trade at all, we're going to have to get it in here to go long because it just isn't going down. So this has to say like 230, 131, and I know I've broken the 300 mark. Here we go again. It's going to give me another chance to recoil up there. Wait it out for a bigger push. Whoa. 14. Looking for a quick recoil. Don't hurt me. Quick recoil. Come on now. Made a new high. Come on now. Pull back. Give us a recoil. It's taking too long to recoil, guys. Oh, no. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. 200 shares now. And try to buy out of that real quick on a recoil. I'm at 21, looking for it to flash back down. Now I'm in danger zone here of going a bigger red. So for all that, I think I got a buck. I was actually trying to catch it as it swelled down, and it kind of stopped right when I hit it. Plus, it took a second, but in some ways, I'm glad it wasn't a big $24 red trade. So, what do we got here? We got a bull flag on the 5-minute. Not a traditional one, but there's a making of one here for sure. So at the 75 cent, I might try the long. Let's see here. We only need an $8 trade to get to $300, right? $7, really. Wish I was holding it now. $85, $87, $82. Gonna get down. $78. Take it. What is that? $77. Looking for a recoil back up. Hoping it's not making a statement here. So it's 18 cents target up, 12 target down. Again, it's just not moving the way it was moving, so it's a little, I'm a little tentative about it. 31 minutes to market close. We're coming up to the 30-minute here. It's not a recoil anymore. I don't know. It's just a trade. It's a scalp now, so. Here we go. Push it up. Punch it, baby. Let's go. 58. I mean, look at how it's not moving at all. I mean, Jesus, it's just grinding. Come on. Ah, it was right there. It was right there. The way this is moving, it might take two trades, two little green trades to get to where I want to go. This is pathetic. Yep, I knew it was in trouble. I should have just taken the little green there. See, might try to reclaim on this as the market gets closing here. It might try to reclaim this these lower prices here. So I don't think because of that, I don't think I want to add to this. So I thought about it, but plenty of time. Plenty of time for you to consider going back up where you belong. Did I actually make it there? I think I did. I think I did. 51 cents over. I'm going to stop. I'm stopping. That little $9 had me panicked. Jeez. You know, you're right there, and then you go down $50. You're like, what the heck, man? What am I doing? What am I doing trying to make such a tiny amount of money? Okay, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Be careful. I'm hoping that TraderView does put this amount of win in for the day and doesn't make it. So what we should have, if you look at yesterday, is what is that right there saying? I gotta zoom in over here. Right now it's 25.24, but I have to take away that, make it, call it 24 and then add 300. So we should be at 2,700 if this works correctly. And we have quite a few days left, and our goal was only 2,200. So we're doing good. We're doing good. Just trying to keep it real for everybody, and I will see you in the morning. Be careful, guys. Go green out there. Thanks for joining me.